Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll, and tonight I'm joined, of course, by my wonderful co-hosts, my good friends, Justin Sandoval, a.k.a. Sandy, and, of course, Anthony Amato, who we like to call Shamato. Boys, it's good to be back with y'all. How we feeling?
Oh, man, feeling great, man. Feeling great.
It's going to be a good time tonight. We're doing a little uniqueness tonight, and it's going to be a good night.
Today, Junior. Yes, we are. We have a very special episode, something very unique. But before we tell you about it, we want to encourage you to please hit the subscribe button wherever you are watching or listening, whether you're on YouTube or, iTunes. I don't even think they call it iTunes anymore, but Spotify, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, and also to follow us on social media at Royal Geek Pod. Your favorite social media platform. If we're there, search Royal Geek Pod, and
we'll keep you up to date.
Yeah, follow us, follow along. So, all right, listen, we have something fun tonight. Okay, we are still in our content drought.
Yes, content drought.
Next week, we're finally going to be reviewing a movie. We're going to be reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But this week, we needed one more week to kind of, do something different, something fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a discussion, a really fun discussion. We have 16 of the worst movies that have been released since this podcast began, okay? So starting from May 2020, 16 of the worst movies, okay? We're going to do a bracket discussion. We're going to narrow it down to what we think is like the worst movie, all right? And then we're going to review that movie in a brand new segment, a brand new special of our podcast called A Jester Review.
That's right, man.
So we are the Royal Geek Podcast after all. So from now on, when you see a Jester Review, it means that it's probably a really bad movie, okay?
Yeah. So bad, you should not watch this movie at all, but we're going to go ahead and do it for you.
Yes, so we're going to have
take
fun.
That bullet.
We're hoping to do like a watch-along where we're literally, the camera will be recording us watching this bad movie, okay? So
there's going to be some criteria to how we're going to break down this bracket, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, and then we'll give a little profile on each movie somewhat. Okay, so, yes, these movies all have really bad scores on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how we kind of framed this to begin with, okay? And we ranked them from 1 to 16 according to their Rotten Tomatoes score. So the number 1 seed would have the lowest, right here, 0. Rotten Tomatoes score. And the movie in 16 actually has a higher score than we thought it would. And, of course, you hear Beanie the Pod Dog. She's
squeaking somewhere around here. Yep.
She knows these movies are so bad. She's like, I have to play with a toy. So if you hear a squeaky toy, that's what it is. The movie in the 16 seed we'll actually talk about in a moment, but it's actually kind of the reason we were inspired. Actually, let's go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
Early on in this podcast, we found this trailer for this movie called Rogue.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
starring Megan Fox.
Megan Fox as like an action role lead. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even, just from the trailer, I don't know. She's like some special ops in, I'm assuming Africa.
Yeah.
It's like some desert area.
Yeah.
There's
it's
lions.
in Africa for sure.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
I don't know, man.
But
the trailer is so
good.
bad.
The trailer's terrible.
Yeah. I'll leave it, but there's it's just bad.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about that movie in literally a moment.
So
but
it inspired us to do the Jester review.
And we've always had this inside joke. You guys have probably never heard it because we always say it off the pod. We've always had this inside joke of what if we just do reviews that are bad? We call them Jester reviews of like bad movies.
Yeah.
And so to officially have our very first Jester review, we thought it'd be fun to do a bracket discussion.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're literally going to argue about which of these movies in every matchup feels like it would be the worst one.
Yeah. Which would we least like to see? Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So with all that being said, we will begin our bracket now, okay? And it is, as we said, Rogue is the number 16 seed facing off against the number 1 seed. It's a movie called Fortress Sniper's Eye.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Now,
And by the way, we have watched the trailers
yes,
for all of these.
We've seen the
Yes.
trailers for all these, and I believe we're going to put a link on the video to the playlist you created.
Yeah, we could do that.
We're
That's
gonna do
right,
that,
yep.
so you guys can watch all the trailers too.
Click
and-
this link. Hopefully,
Yes.
we'll do that.
And just a quick update for all you out there. The criteria for this was we watched the trailer, and this is coming from like the description of the movie and the actors that we saw in the trailer. So we don't really know a whole lot past this for a lot of these movies.
No.
Some of them were like big blockbusters, and some of them were the
You've never heard of.
like legitimately for the Fortress Sniper's Eye. The only real reason it's probably on here is because of the fact that it is led by Bruce Willis and the fantastic action star Chad Michael Murray.
That's right. Yes.
yes.
Yes. Now, Bruce Willis, his name showed up numerous amounts of
Oh
time.
my gosh,
From-
we could have had a whole bracket
From
on
2020 until today,
Yeah.
there have been 14 movies in the bottom tier.
of Rotten Tomatoes
Maybe
scores.
I think his highest movie on the bottom, it's in the last 3 years. It probably I think was 26%.
they're all bad.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he just knew that he was getting to the point where he was gonna retire from acting. Was just like, I'm just gonna take every single role that somebody sends me.
That's pretty much what he's doing.
He had 4.00 Rotten percent.
Yeah, we had to. we said we were only going to do one Bruce Willis movie, and there were multiples that had a 0% score, including
Yeah.
Fortress Sniper's Eye, and we just like I don't even remember how we decided, but we decided it. So, anyways, let's decide now, the three of us, which movie sounds worse. We've seen the trailers, Rogue or Fortress Sniper's Eye.
Action. They're both action movies.
They're action
Yes,
movies.
very much so.
Now, what I got from the trailers on Fortress, okay, Bruce Willis has put zero effort into this.
Oh, yes,
His-
so
the dialogue is horrendous.
Actually, something I found very similar was how flat the acting was by the leads in both
Yes.
of these movies.
Oh yeah.
Like, anytime that Megan Fox talked, it was so flat. And same thing with Bruce Willis. He was so flat acting-wise. There was no emotion.
Yeah, his eyes they looked dead.
I really
Yes.
don't want to watch either of these movies,
No.
but I have to think which one do I want to watch least.
Yeah. Now you mentioned Chad Michael Murray is in this. He's the antagonist
yes,
in the Bruce Willis movie. Which Bruce Willis versus Chad Michael Murray. I like if you just say that out loud, it should not exist.
No.
That should never exist in an action movie.
No.
Why? You're talking about like a former back in the day One Tree Hill heartthrob for all
Yes.
the ladies out there, and now he's going to be the villain. That just come on. What are you doing right here? Makes
So, what
no
are you
sense.
voting, Justin? You get your score first. Your vote first.
Fortress is Fortress. I don't want to see that movie at all.
it looks bad, huh?
Yeah, I think I'll go Fortress as
Yeah,
well. That's a really... it was rough.
Yeah.
Beyond rough, actually.
I was thinking Fortress as well, so it looks like a clean sweep for Fortress.
Which is unfortunate.
Sniper's
because
Eye, yeah.
Rogue inspired this whole
We
thing.
will
Yes.
do a just a review of Rogue at some point in time. I don't know when, but even if it's 10 years from now, it has to be
It
done.
deserves it. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we don't record it, just for us three to watch it together would be
Yeah.
great. Or not great. But anyways, speaking of not great movies, the next two, the number 8 seed, a movie called Chaos Walking, which, by the way, looked awful. And there's my dog again.
Yeah.
And the number 9 seed, The Bubble.
I see. Okay, I feel like these two are evenly matched at 8-9 because that's supposed to be like the toughest
The turn,
seed.
yeah.
And Chaos Walking on paper looks like it should be a hit, right? You have
If you don't watch the trailer,
Yeah, you don't watch the trailer. You have Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. You have the new Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you have the star of the new sequel trilogy for
Yep.
Star Wars. Done, sold.
And
right?
to tell you the truth, the idea for the bubble sounds phenomenal to me.
Yes, it
Like the
does.
idea of them in this quirky world of them, like just coming out of the pandemic and trying to work in this world and it being a comedy seems like it should work. The trailer looks horrendous.
it's so
Yeah.
bad.
Both of these trailers are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one trailer takes it like everything about Chaos Walking feels like a stress fest. Everything's stressful. Everything's high anxiety. Everyone is just nervy the whole time. And the flip side, like it takes itself too serious, right? On the flip side, the Bubbles trailer was like a complete joke. The whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It felt that way. It felt like
Yeah.
it was just there to just show you that they can make a bad movie. That kind of thing.
The greatest moment in that bubble trailer, though, is someone said there are 2 movies in production right now because the premise is the bubble.
In the
if you don't
pandemic,
know, it's in the pandemic, so they're literally creating a movie. Will this dog shut up? Gosh,
But yeah, it feels like they wasted a lot of decent comedic talent in the Bubble movie. I mean,
I know.
Keenan Michael Key, Karen Gillian can be funny when she wants to be. Leslie Mann, who's a really good comedic actress, she's always in Judd Apatow movies. She's of course his wife, and she's always a solid actress. In the movie, she always plays usually a kind of off kilter character. So it feels like they lost a lot of. They wasted a lot of talent in that movie as well.
And there's a little story behind Chaos Walking. So originally it was supposed to come out years ahead of time. I think it was supposed to be 2 to 3 years ahead of time. But Daisy Ridley's stardom had just like kind of popped off with Star Wars, and Tom Holland was reaching crazy heights. And this is all those movies came out while Chaos Walking was in production. And somewhere along the line, somebody saw the movie, and part of the production crew was like, "We cannot release this movie. Like it'll shatter their image that they're trying to portray with Disney." And so, because obviously Spider-Man and Marvel and Star Wars are owned by Disney, so some Disney exec or somebody tried to hide and bury this movie. So this movie stayed in limbo for I think it was 3 years, and then
I didn't know that.
And then it finally was released, and
during
obviously
the pandemic,
it was like a little small blip. Like nobody really paid attention to that movie.
Oh, it looks so bad.
Yeah, it looks really.
If
bad.
I gotta be honest with you guys, I feel like if I gotta choose between these two, I'd rather watch The Bubble. So I guess I'm voting that we put Chaos Walking forward. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. So that's my vote.
I feel like The Bubble is a worse movie, but I would rather watch it.
Okay.
I agree. Chaos Walking. I would not want to watch.
So
at
Chaos
all.
Walking moves on to the second round. Fantastic. All right. Next one, the 5 seed versus the 2 seed, which is an interesting one for you here.
Yes.
Buddy Games, which is a comedy.
Yep. Starring Josh Duhamel. Yep.
Yes.
And then Space Jam: A New Legacy, which is just a crappy sequel.
Yeah. And here's the thing with this one. I saw both these movies.
Yeah,
already.
you've actually seen both of
And
these movies.
so the thought of
I
seeing
mean, you have to.
the
Yeah,
thought.
that's right. You have two.
Oh yeah, you too.
So
Wow.
maybe I'll choose.
Yeah, you might need to, but here's some insight. The thought of watching both of these movies again makes my skin crawl.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Buddy Games was a little more tolerable just because it was like nonsense and you can kind of just shut your brain
You
off.
just laugh.
Yeah.
But there was only a few good laughs.
Really?
There was
Yeah.
one running joke throughout the entire thing that was funny through the entirety of it all. But other than that, it was. I think that might have been the whole movie.
I think part of it was because you when you clicked on Buddy Games to watch it, you knew what you were getting into, and you were like, this movie's probably going to be bad. I felt like Space Jam was actively destroying a legacy as it was going.
As it's literally called A New Legacy.
Yes, it's actively tearing down the Michael Jordan version of this,
Which was a great movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I understand, the first one wasn't exactly, a masterpiece, but it was a super fun ride.
Yeah.
And it didn't take itself too seriously.
It knew what it was. It 100% knew what it was putting out there, and they had fun with it.
Yes.
I don't feel like this was LeBron James just trying to push his stardom forward rather than I feel like Michael Jordan. He wasn't trying to be the star of that movie. He was just there. I feel like.
I felt like he was just trying to have fun. I feel like in this they were trying to build conflict and I mean, of course, that's going a little deeper than just the trailer. But they're trying to build extra conflict in it that was unnecessary in Space Jam Legacy, New Legacy.
So with all that information,
Yes.
I feel like I would hate. I don't want to watch Space Jam. So I guess
moves
I'm
on.
voting for Space Jam: A New Legacy, the 12 seed. What about you guys?
I wouldn't want to watch Space Jam again.
Yeah, Space Jam.
Yeah. There was
Okay.
there was at least a few laughs in Buddy
So we
Games.
would literally all rather watch Buddy Games.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The number 4 seed versus the number 13 seed. First one is a movie called Artemis Fowl.
Okay.
Based on a popular book series.
It just sounds dumb. And then the 13 seed, it's okay. Poor grammar. It's called Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's off of a movie called The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is the sequel to
The
that.
sequel,
Yes.
another sequel.
So this is all right. So Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson did The Hitman's Bodyguard. Well,
Yes.
they decided to make a sequel to that and add what I believe Selma
Selma
Hayek.
Hayek, yes.
Add Selma Hayek to the mix. I don't know, man. It's just that trailer was so bad.
And
It was one of the
very off-putting Antonio Banderas. He did not look good in that trailer.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Yeah, man, no, not at all.
Yeah, in fact, when they announced his name, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't recognize he was in this.
Yeah. He's blonde. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's not good. But then Artemis Fowl.
What is Artemis Fowl,
So
man?
it launched with Disney Plus, not with Disney Plus, but it was in that,
Yeah.
that first year and a half mark.
It's a kid's book series,
Yeah.
is what it is.
Okay.
Like young adult lit. And from the trailer, it seemed like it's all about like a kid who is following in his father's footsteps, and like that kind of idea of almost like a Spy Kids type of situation.
Yeah, that's essentially
you
what
know?
it looked like to me. So
You
it looked like
know,
a knockoff.
Very similar to that. It just looked bad. Like me and T-Roll were talking as we were watching the trailer, and it was like a lot of this stuff looks like really bad, like CGI in scenes that shouldn't be CGI.
Yeah.
Like the kid did not. They look like
looks
they
fake.
de-aged him or something
Yes.
like that. You know?
It looked so weird. The kid looked weird.
It looked like his sunglasses were CG. Like it didn't make any
yeah,
sense. Like,
yeah.
They're like, we can't afford sunglasses.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to use CGI sunglasses.
And some of the character designs, like that was Judi Dench, right? That was her. It looked like in the trailer. Or that elf looking thing. I don't know.
I didn't quite. I didn't quite see enough of that to tell.
Yeah, and I believe Josh Gad was in that too. So
Yeah, I
that's-
believe that was Josh
yeah,
Gad. That's who I thought that was, Josh Gad. I did bring up as well, it seems like Colin Farrell can only be in either Oscar-worthy stuff or complete trash. Like, there is no middle ground with Colin Farrell when it comes to being in movies.
Yeah, and then on top of that, so that's Artemis Fowl, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I mean, it's got some great names in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I think here's I'm gonna throw my cards on the table here. I
All
think
right.
I'd rather watch Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard because we got some eye candy with Ryan Reynolds. Like,
There you go.
Yeah.
that's the
Well,
only
and
reason
just
to
like
watch it.
Just his natural charisma
Yeah.
is like there, so it's like
And having Samuel Jackson say the F word, like, I'll watch
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
So,
right?
so I'd rather probably watch Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
We're
So,
so
Oh, yeah.
far in unison.
So
with
we're gonna
everything.
put
I would
Artemis
say
Fowl.
Artemis Fowl would move on, in my opinion.
Okay, Artemis Fowl moves on to the second round. Okay. Oh, boy. These next two. I mean, I feel like I could say this with all of them. But the number 6 seed versus the number 11 seed, we have, first of all, Morbius, the 6th seed.
Yeah.
I still have not seen that, man.
Oh, my gosh. I did not want
This
to
is
watch
Amato.
Morbius.
You still saw
Garbage.
it.
I do not want to watch Morbius.
Hot garbage.
And then the number 11 seed is a movie called Money Plane.
Money Plane. This is the Kelsey Grammer, right? That was what.
Yes.
Yeah. And that looked bad.
Adam Copeland, who is
the Edge.
Edge, the
Yes.
wrestler Edge,
That's so funny, dude. Like,
which I've never. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan, and he's really good in promos, which should
Yeah.
lead you to think that he would be good.
he's
good
done a
actor.
few horror movies.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Morbius, I feel like I've made it this long without watching this movie. I mean, I wouldn't want to watch it again.
You
but
really wanna hold
after
out?
watching these trailers, though,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would want to watch Money Plane. To be honest with you,
Money
Like,
Plane
Money Plane
looks
looks
so bad.
It looks terrible.
Even just the
like-
camera work of it. There was a
Yeah.
couple scenes that I was like, why does the camera feel like it's like
Kel-
the resolution didn't look good? Like it just.
Kelsey Grammer looked bad in it. He did not seem like he was putting in a full effort. Why was he even in this movie? It's kind of one of those situations. I feel like when they were on the plane, I feel like they were like, hey, we're going to just put you through a random like costume shop and just grab whatever you can. Like it didn't seem
Yeah.
like it was movie quality,
No.
like makeup and work done on it. And truthfully, like coming to Morbius, I feel like Jared Leto was not told that this movie was going to be bad and that he thought he was going for an Oscar here.
So he really sold out.
And I feel like he like went way over the top.
he went too far.
Yes.
Now, Money Plane. Do you know who the director was of this movie? The director is Andrew Lawrence, and for nostalgia here, Andrew Lawrence is one of the Lawrence brothers, Joey Lawrence, Andrew
Oh.
Lawrence. Yeah, so there's a third one. I forgot the third
Yeah.
one's name, but I think Matthew Lawrence. Duh.
Yep.
And how could I forget? No, but anyway, so in the '90s they were all over Disney and everything like that, right? So crazy that the Lawrence brother made this movie because this movie is what I believe is a rated R action movie.
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny. But as far as not wanting to see it, I think Money Plane, to be honest with you, because Morbius is still a comic book movie, and I'd watch it.
Yeah. There's some cameos in there. And, I think.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Amato?
I think I would rather watch Morbius than Money.
Wow. Okay.
No. What you're saying is you'd rather watch Morbius again.
Right. A second time.
Yeah.
Wow.
At least I know the pain I'm getting myself into.
See, I was gonna vote for Morbius, so this is officially our first 2-1 split.
Okay.
But that's okay. Well, Money Plane moves on. It wins because it had 2 votes. But I would rather watch Edge kill people in an airplane than watch Morbius. I think. But that's done. Next up, two more awful movies. First of all, a comedy, The 3 Seed, with some big name actors. We have a movie called Me Time.
Yes. Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart.
And Kevin Hart. And then the 14 Seed, the latest Disney, live action classic, Pinocchio. Maybe not the latest.
I don't know about that word that you used there at the end.
What?
Classic.
Well, Pinocchio.
no.
Pinocchio is a classic.
Yeah.
Live action
sorry,
remake of a classic.
live action remake of a classic.
Yeah,
Is that okay?
that works
That
better.
better
Okay,
for you?
great.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
With Tom Hanks.
With Tom Hanks.
Yes.
We got some big name A-list actors here.
The Pinocchio movie has been on in my house in the background. I have not fully seen it, and the kids have watched it. I've seen snippets here and there, but from at a glance, even the trailer itself, it looks terrible. Like Tom Hanks' accent, I can hear it in the background because the kids are watching it. His background, he has no reason to have an accent and that bad in that movie. It's Tom Hanks. What happened to you, man? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing in that movie, and it does not look super great. And Me Time to me seems like, excuse me, it seems like a movie that they originally pitched to Adam Sandler, and then he passed on it. That's what that movie seems to be.
That's
like one of those
that's saying something.
Netflix Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah.
See, what I gathered from Me Time is that Mark Wahlberg is playing a character of himself.
Yeah.
But to the extreme.
Yeah.
That's what I gathered because he plays that fun guy. Like he plays that pretty good. But I think he took that to the next level in this trailer.
Yeah, they both look bad. But again, one of them's a comedy, and you feel like you can laugh at it. Pinocchio just it felt like just. I'm not a big fan of these live action remakes, anyways. But Pinocchio just felt like it didn't need to exist.
In a year where it came out this year, 2022.
2022.
And
Okay.
it was also 2 other Pinocchios got released that time. So this was one of 3 Pinocchio movies that got released last year.
Yeah.
And this one was starring Tom Hanks. The other Pinocchio was starring Pauly Shore voicing Pinocchio.
Ugh.
And then the third one on this one, which this one with Tom Hanks had a lower rating than the Pauly Shore one. And then the one that was the better one out of them was the Guillermo del Toro one.
Yeah.
Which that was the better of them, which is nominated for best animated film.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if Pinocchio got a worse score than a Pauly Shore voiced Pinocchio, then this is a bad movie.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't want to watch Pinocchio. That's my vote. I do not want to watch Pinocchio.
I think I'm going to vote for Me Time.
Wow. Okay. So Amato would rather see Me Time.
I would rather see Pinocchio than Me Time.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
Yes.
And I'd rather see. Actually, I would not want to see. Dang, dude,
It's
this is
tough.
tough.
Huh?
This is
it's
tough. I would not. Oh,
You got to pick one. It's a split right now.
I would not want to see Me Time.
You don't want to see Me Time.
Yeah.
So Pinocchio moves
Me
on.
Time looks like it's gonna be really cringe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, Me Time moves on. All right, we got 2 more first round matchups. Okay. The 7 seed, another Mark Wahlberg production
Oh
here.
wow, Mark Wahlberg
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
In a movie called Infinite, which is
That was the Paramount Plus debut
Yes.
big feature. Yep.
was it Paramount?
It was Prime, I think.
I thought it was
No,
Prime.
Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Okay, it was
All right.
Paramount Plus. But anyways, Infinite, which looks like an action movie. I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of gave me. What's that movie that's
Old
like
Guard?
Hunger? What's no? I actually like the Old Guard. What's that movie that's kind of like Hunger Games but it's different?
Divergent.
Divergent.
yeah.
It kind
yeah.
of gave me Divergent feels.
Well, the actual style, it actually, if like I was saying, if it felt a little bit like Old Guard in the sense that it was like all like this, long periods of times of although this one's based off like reincarnation,
Yeah, that's
whereas
right, that's right.
Old Guard was just about you die,
Really old
come back.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I don't know. So Infinite, the 7 seed, and then versus the 10 seed, a new superhero movie
Oh, hey.
called Thunder Force.
yes,
Netflix movie.
yes,
Yeah. Melissa McCarthy
Yeah.
and
Octavia Spencer.
Yep. Wow.
And the
I don't know.
trailer. Oh, man. We should rank just the trailers. That would be
Ooh,
fun.
This would be low.
One of the worst ones.
Ooh.
One of the worst trailers
not
for
good.
sure.
The
Yeah.
dialogue in this trailer was just very,
gosh.
very
Yeah.
hard to hear.
No, but actually both of these trailers were really
Do
bad.
women even have groins? Like that line is just terrible.
Dude. Just
my God.
yeah, she threw a bus like across the city or
But
something.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Though.
hear it,
As
Justin.
far as Infinite, it's an action movie, and
Yep.
the trailer had some cool action sequences.
It did.
However, it was one of the. That was the only good part. That was it.
of all the genres represented on this list,
Mm-hmm.
I almost feel like a bad action movie would be more disappointing than a bad comedy. 'Cause
Yeah.
At least with a bad comedy, you can just kind of laugh at it.
Yeah.
But I guess all these we're gonna laugh at all these, even the ones that
Yeah.
aren't funny. But
Yeah.
Infinite also felt like something that was like you could tell they thought this was gonna be a big project.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When I remember when they were advertising this when
Yeah, it looks
with
sick.
Paramount Plus, I was like, "Dang, dude, this looks incredible. This looks."
Yeah.
But I never got around to watching it because I wasn't paying for Paramount Plus at the time.
I
And-
was.
Yeah. And yeah, on paper, this is another one that should be good. Like
Yeah.
it has Mordo himself as the villain in this movie, right?
Just hot garbage.
Which-
yeah,
yeah.
more so. Yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys the scores on all these movies, but Infinite had a 17 on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe I tell you what, I'll do that in the next round. The ones that survive.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. So, but Infinite's was not good. Okay, we got to make a decision here. Thunder Force, 2 really bad superheroes, or Infinite, a really bad reincarnation movie.
I would rather watch Infinite.
So, okay, so you think Thunder Force should go on
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
next round?
Thunder Force looks atrocious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thunder Force moving
Yeah,
on.
me too. It
Yeah.
looks
And
bad.
That was just.
It looks bad, dude.
Gosh.
It looks probably maybe one of the most cringe on here. Okay, speaking of cringe,
Ooh.
our last matchup. Okay,
Just yeah.
so
This is-
the number 2 seed. Oh my gosh,
Can I say that I am not happy about the seeding here?
This matchup.
really?
This matchup should be
the final?
Should be very close to the final. In my
It should
opinion.
be. It should be. These two movies are probably. Okay, I think the worst trailer was for sure the number 2 seed. It was Marmaduke.
Oh, it looks so bad.
It looked.
The animation looks just.
It looked like they
disgusting.
stopped editing
an
like the
abomination.
animation halfway
Yes.
through.
Yeah,
It
does.
looked like they stopped editing the
But
animation
the,
halfway
le-
through.
the lean on Pete Davidson on him because he was the voice of
Yeah.
Oh,
Marmaduke, yeah. So like they were really selling that like it was gonna be funny.
But see, what's funny about Pete Davidson is how he can use his face when he's acting.
oh yeah, exactly.
That's what makes him
Exactly.
special. That's what makes him funny.
Yeah, you take that out of the equation.
Yeah.
If you're just doing his voice, he's not special at all.
There's nothing special about
But
it.
anyways, that's Marmaduke. It looked so bad.
It was
Okay.
it's disgusting.
But then the 15 seed is a movie called Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Oh, wait, that's a form of martial arts, isn't it?
That is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And what's special about this movie is the main star of this movie is one Nicolas Cage.
Oh, wait, hold on.
That's right. I said it. And just so you guys know, if we're able to, we'll try to put a picture up here so you guys can see this. Me and Amato were watching this earlier, and I got a picture of his face in the moment that he saw that
Nicolas
Nicolas Cage was in this movie. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's
It's just a Predator ripoff. That's really all it is.
yes. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. All right, Nicolas Cage. What is he doing in this movie? Like,
It looks like he's just narrating.
But it sounds like he's just narrating. But then the very last part of the
very
trailer, it seems like he's gonna be the one doing the final fight, which makes
Yes.
zero sense in a movie where he stars Tony Jaa as well. So, if you guys are not familiar with Tony Jaa, are you guys familiar?
No, I'm not.
I know who he is.
Okay,
yeah.
he's one of the best Muay Thai fighters ever, and he does these amazing movies like Ong Bak, and it is just incredible. martial arts movie.
Yeah.
So he's a true martial artist, and he's playing second fiddle to Nicolas Cage
Yep.
as a fighter. That's crazy.
Yep.
And again, the seating is the way it is because Marmaduke. I'll go ahead and just say this for the this matchup. Marmaduke's got a 0%.
Yeah.
On Rotten Tomatoes.
Rightly so with that trailer.
Which makes me really nervous about it moving forward.
Yeah.
Somehow, Jiu-Jitsu got all the way up to 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. But again, the trailer looks awful. It's got Nicolas Cage, and it's called Jiu-Jitsu.
yeah.
I will say, Jiu-Jitsu has like that perfect storm of like a terrible movie that I would love to watch. Like,
Listen, it's titled Jiu-Jitsu, right?
Yes.
And then halfway through the trailer, they're like an alien comes from outer space to fight them for warriors.
Once every 6 years.
Yeah.
with
Where did
weapons,
that come from?
First of all,
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, with
Yeah, with weapons. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is a tough one.
This is tough. Amato?
like I just said, I would probably watch Jiu-Jitsu just because, like, it just
It has the
that-
potential you might like it.
Yeah, or at the very least, it seems to be entertaining. Like, just all the features don't make any sense in a way that might actually be worth watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, Nicolas Cage being in it for no good reason. It being called the name of it being Jiu-Jitsu, and then there being like this, portal alien coming every 6 years makes no sense at all.
Nothing.
So I'm gonna have to lean that. Like, Marmaduke was like, it was disgusting. Like, it was terrible.
Foul.
Like
watch.
I actually had to watch the trailer twice because Amato came over and I watched him again, and I was like really mad that I had to watch Marmaduke's trailer again. It was that bad. So I guess I'm gonna vote for Marmaduke as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the same?
Marmaduke's moving on.
Okay, Marmaduke's moving on.
There's
Which is
at least a little intrigue with Jiu-Jitsu. Like, how bad is this really?
Jiu-Jitsu might be a movie we do even though it didn't make it.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And if the 15 seed being a 28 tells you something, then the rest of these movies that we just talked about
Yes.
were really, really bad.
So speaking of that, we're going to give you the scores on all these movies now. We're in the final, the last 8 here, okay? Going back to the top of the bracket, the number 1 seed from earlier, remember our favorite Bruce Willis film? Fortress, Sniper's Eye, facing off against Chaos Walking.
Oh, wow.
So to give you guys some perspective, Fortress, Sniper's Eye also had a 0%, and Chaos Walking somehow had a 21%.
Jeez.
Which, by the way, is still not a good score.
No.
So,
Not at all.
okay.
Definitely rotten.
Tom Holland, Bruce Willis, who we got?
Sniper's Eye, Sniper's Eye, Fortress looked
Oh, this is
so bad.
how do I choose one of these two? I don't want to watch either of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch either
I
of them.
feel like I would rather watch Chaos Walking just because I feel like the production value is a little bit better than
Production
Fortress.
value is going to be better, but
Oh, but the practical effects in Fortress probably are better. There's got to be. I saw explosions.
Yeah. For me, I feel like the thing that is going to make Chaos Walking worse for me, which is what I'm going to vote for, is Chaos Walking.
Yeah.
Is I feel like there was too much effort put into.
They took it seriously.
Yes, they
Yeah.
took it too seriously, and it just is going to end up dragging, I believe. Whereas at least I think there's a potential that Fortress Sniper's Eye is just a whole bunch of like shoot 'em up type of stuff.
Yeah.
And like you can turn off your brain a little bit. So I feel like Chaos
Ooh.
Walking's gonna have moments that are gonna be terrible exposition that are just gonna be just hard to watch.
oh man, so you guys we're splitting right here, huh? You voted for Fortress to move forward, Justin?
No, actually, no. I'm gonna vote Chaos.
Oh, you want?
Yeah.
So you'd rather watch Fortress?
I'd rather watch Fortress. Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, here's the funny thing, right? Fortress does look like it would be like a typical dad movie to watch. And so I promise you, if I text my dad right now and say, "Hey, did you see Fortress Sniper's Eye?" He'll give us a rating. So,
Text him right now. Text him.
which he's awake. He's in he's the West Coast time.
Yeah,
but
text him.
If he
Oh my
if he does, dude, I swear, I'll lose
Hey,
it.
have you seen that Fortress Sniper's Eye movie with Bruce Willis?
But yeah, I'm going Chaos Walking.
So Chaos Walking
Yeah.
moves on no matter what I have to say. All right, fair enough.
What were you gonna say?
I mean, dude, they both look terrible. I think what you said about like Chaos Walking taking itself too serious, though, I feel like the Fortress movie might be that way too. I really do. But again, they're both bad. They both look awful. Chaos Walking looked terrible. Oh my gosh. Now 2 movies I don't care about in the slightest. Space Jam: A New Legacy, and that's a Disney movie, right? Disney Plus.
HBO.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is HBO.
HBO
That's right.
Max,
That's right.
yeah.
Okay, pardon me. Okay, so you got HBO, Space Jam: A New Legacy, which scored. You guys want to know the score?
Of course.
Sure. Bring it on.
26%
Yeah. Wow.
versus Artemis Fowl,
Ooh.
which definitely had a foul rating. 8.
Wow. 8.
Single
8.
digit. 8.
8.
8%.
Wow. Okay, so from what I've seen from the trailer of Space Jam is actually no, I've seen Space Jam. Yeah, okay, so there you go. That's another thing. It's a forgettable movie. I have seen Space Jam. And so there are a lot of other characters in there from the Warner Brothers universe. So that is a selling
A lot
point.
of cameos.
Yeah. A lot of cameos. So that's a selling point.
Cameos
for it.
sell people.
Yes. Artemis Fowl. Oof. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
It looks so bad.
It looks really, really bad, and it looks like it's. You say you Mono. You said YA last time, but I think this is for a younger audience than YA. So I think this is a true child's.
Yeah. I knew it was somewhere in
Yeah.
that like area of either YA or maybe even younger. Yeah.
So
Oh.
I would not want to watch Artemis Fowl.
I can bet you $5 that somewhere in Artemis Fowl there's going to be an unnecessary fart joke.
Based on the trailers, I think you're 100% right on that one.
Yeah.
I'll take that bet. I'll say there won't be because I want $5. All right, I'm gonna vote Artemis Fowl too. I mean, as much as Space Jam looks awful, I think I would rather watch a poor attempt to sequel a true classic than to watch this Artemis Fowl movie.
Yeah,
The 8 scares me.
there's at least basketball.
Yeah, there's at least basketball cameos,
Yeah.
things like that.
That's another thing about Space Jam. Like their Monstars in the second one were such a terrible idea.
Yeah, they were, and the athletes that they chose to be the Monstars in the second
Yeah.
one didn't have the same like charisma as the
Yeah,
first
no.
first group.
They did.
Because
They definitely
the
did.
first group in Space Jam 1, like they were true personalities outside of the NBA.
Yeah.
These ones in the second movie here,
I mean, like Charles Barkley.
they're not really huge
like,
personalities outside of the NBA.
Yeah. Like, having Charles Barkley, Muggsy Bogues
Yeah.
were big personalities, like outside of, like you were saying, outside. They were big, big people. I mean, I don't really think of
That's
Dame
an offensive
Lillard,
term.
Like, Dame Lillard is like is a huge, like, basketball star in his own right, but I don't really think of him as anything outside of, the court.
All right, we're going
Yeah.
to keep this moving. Just for time's sake, we got to talk about the second round matchup between Money Plane, our boy Edge, which scored 23, not bad
Whoa, hey.
in comparison to this
Right.
list, versus Me Time, which which scored a 6.
Wow. Yeah.
Single digit once again.
That's bad considering like Kevin Hart. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a good comedian. Like he's funny.
Yeah.
He's a funny dude.
Like, there are a lot of people that don't like Kevin Hart, but how many of them would say, like, oh, yeah, a 6?
Yeah.
Like, that is-
that's tough.
Out of 100, by the way, if you're not following along
Yeah.
at home, boys and girls. Yeah, Me Time looked terrible. Money Plane,
Also looks terrible.
yeah, but again, it's what we're having here to deal with a comedy attempt or an action film attempt.
But I was also getting like action comedy vibes with Money Plane because it did seem like there was
yeah,
a little element to that.
jokesters,
Yeah.
which would probably be more cringe.
Mhm. Oh yeah, you're right. I think here's the thing. I think Mark Wahlberg is funny. Like he's a funny actor.
Yeah.
Comedy's more of his wheelhouse than anything.
Yeah.
I believe. Because in the other guys, he was.
Oh,
hysterical.
yeah, he
He's
was
funnier
phenomenal.
in a serious in like where he's.
He's
It's
funnier
him.
when he's playing the straight guy in a comedic role
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Which I think I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg attempt to be funny, like because
Yeah.
that closer to his wheelhouse.
Then to watch Money Plane.
And
Then to watch
like
Money
him and
Plane,
Kevin
yeah.
Hart seem like they would be a relatively funny duo.
Yeah,
You know?
there's got to be some jokes in there,
Yeah.
right? Like,
I actually think I would rather watch Money Plane. I think there's something about when I watched that trailer with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. In my head, I think this seems like the perfect movie for a Just to Review because it has the right amount of like big name actors where the movie clearly flops, but in a comedy,
I'm telling you, this is an Adam Sandler movie. This is an Adam Sandler Netflix movie. This is blended. This is like this is all those types of movies that where he just kind of throws people together and with a terrible plot, but they just did not get Adam Sandler this time.
yeah.
I would rather watch. Me Time.
You'd rather watch Me Time?
I don't want to watch Money Plane.
I'd rather watch Money Plane.
So Shamato, it's going to come down to you
All
on
right.
this one.
Gosh. I feel like I would rather watch Me Time.
Okay.
So Money Plane moves on.
So Money Plane moves on. Oh man. We're gonna watch a movie with Edge in it.
Like I hate that
I can't wait to see.
that's any of these are still a
I
possibility.
can't wait to see Edge spear someone. You know it's.
Oh,
gonna
it's
happen.
happening. Oh,
Yes,
and
for sure.
That's the thing with wrestlers in movies. Like
They do their moves.
except
Yeah.
for Guardians. Like you're not seeing Batista do his Batista,
Batista
bomb.
Well, yeah, because they
He did spare
actually
somebody though. He did spare somebody.
there was actually a director who was
Competent,
had
yeah.
the power to be like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, guys. All right, the last second round matchup again.
Ooh.
I know. So Marmaduke, we just talked about it earlier. Marmaduke also scored a 0. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, it did.
oh gosh, and then Thunder Force, which Marmaduke looks bad. Thunder Force looks cringe.
Yeah.
Marmaduke just looks like it's literally gonna suck, and Thunder Force looks like I'm gonna wanna like smash my head against the wall
So
as I watch it.
yeah, I feel like Thunder Force is going to. It's gonna try too hard to force things down your throat,
Yeah.
and that I don't know. That I'm not. I don't want to be around for that.
Yeah. I visually don't know if I can get over Marmaduke. like
It looked so bad.
When they showed in
It
the
was
trailer
bad.
Marmaduke like running, but then like his legs start to do the round thing like they do in normal cartoons, I
Yeah.
was like, that looks so bad.
yeah.
Even just like people talking or the dogs talking, it looks off pace.
Yes, it does.
It looks like somebody was like, "Hey, you have 2 months to take care of this," and then they're like, "Okay," and then a month in, they were like, "We need this tomorrow," and then they were like,
Oops.
"Oh, okay," and they just handed in whatever they had.
Save as.
Yes, exactly.
Oh gosh, guys, this is a tough one.
This one is a tough one.
Because Thunder Force really looks like a movie I will literally.
If I had to guess, though, I did not look. If I had to guess, I would feel like Marmaduke's runtime is shorter, so that would make me
Want to watch it more?
watch it more because it's less time. Now, do I dare pull that up to make the decision?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Amato, anything else to say about Thunder Force and Marmaduke?
I feel like Marmaduke's off-color comments will be less offensive than Thunder Force's off-color
And
content.
J.K. Simmons is in Marmaduke.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson is in it.
Beanie, sit down.
How crazy is that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna vote to not watch Marmaduke. I think.
So Marmaduke is an hour and 28 minutes.
Oh, that is pretty delicious if you're wanting to watch terrible content. Under an hour and a half.
So
Oh
short.
gosh, Thunder Force is an hour and 46 minutes. Oh. You said which one, Shimon?
I mean,
You
look,
do not
I'm
want to watch
gonna
Marmaduke?
I'm gonna hate life either way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really am.
I'm not gonna lie, that under hour and a half runtime of Marmaduke is a relatively compelling argument right there, just to be like, I would rather watch that. But I feel like I was so just visually offended by the animation. I can't
Offended.
take. Like I don't want to
that's
watch
true.
Marmaduke.
I know. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I think I'd rather watch Thunder Force.
You'd rather watch Thunder Force.
I think I would. Marmaduke looks so bad.
I think I'd rather watch Marmaduke.
Really?
Because of the runtime.
Okay, so but you and me agree, huh, Amato?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Marmaduke moves on.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately.
So Marmaduke moves on. So that means, and I'm going to try to adjust it here. So you guys might see that my freaking dog is on my lap because she's having a
Hard time.
a mental breakdown tonight.
Well, she's just hearing us
Complain.
just bad mouth Marmaduke left and right.
Oh, and she's your emotional support
Here's
dog.
the thing. Okay, listen. Beanie, my dog right here.
Yeah.
You guys know this. Anytime there's a dog on the screen, this is how bad the animation is.
Yeah.
Anytime there's a dog on the screen, she loses her mind.
Yeah.
You guys have seen it.
Yeah, I have.
She watched that entire trailer, didn't move.
Wow.
Yep.
Because she
I
could not
witnessed
decipher it. Yeah, Amato saw it.
And later that night, we watched something. Later after we watched something that had a dog in it.
Yep.
And she freaked out.
Yep.
So
So it wasn't just a tonight thing.
That's
it was.
saying
She
something.
literally cannot tell.
That's how
that
bad.
that Marmaduke is a dog.
A dog. That's how bad the animation is for that movie.
Yep.
that is.
So that's why it moves on, because it literally is awful.
That fact
Beanie
right
gets
there
the vote.
might have pushed it to the finals. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see
Maybe.
how the rest goes. We'll
So
see.
here's the funny thing. Now that we're in the final four, at some point in time, this is what's scary, and I hate you guys so much for this.
We're gonna have to watch one of
We're
these.
going to have to watch all four of these eventually.
Oh gosh.
So now that we're in the final four, we're going to do our best to rank these now. Essentially, we're going to find a champion, and there's going to be a third place matchup. Because once we do the first one, the first Jester review, we'll eventually do a second, and we'll do whoever
It'll
can
be an
in
ongoing
second.
thing. We'll torture ourselves for you guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. So let's do the first matchup. Chaos Walking, the 8 seed, versus Artemis Fowl, the 4 seed.
I can already tell you right off the bat, I do not want to watch Artemis Fowl. Out of these two movies, I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna come out the gate shooting.
Straight
Yeah.
shots. Okay. Do you feel that strongly
It
about
looks,
anything,
it
Amanda?
looks
Or
like
you
it's
want
gonna
to
be
talk?
too young. It looks like it's gonna be too young, and I don't know. Yes, I watch children movies. I have kids, but I
Yeah.
feel like that's just gonna be too much for me. I think out of these two.
I just get the feeling that Chaos Walking is just gonna be takes itself way too seriously. And it's gonna be just awful. Like just everything about it is gonna be
So
this drama. There's gonna be so many moments where they're trying to drive home a point, and the point you just don't care
So
about.
you would rather watch Artemis Fowl?
I think I would rather just zone out and watch Artemis Fowl.
All right. Well, that Chaos Walking would move on with that then.
Oh, you said.
Wait, did I?
No,
No. Artemis. Oh no, wait. Okay, no,
You-
never mind.
yeah,
never mind.
you don't wanna
Whoa.
watch
No,
Artemis
I don't
Fowl.
want to watch Artemis Fowl. I do not. So then that's
Well,
you.
I don't want to
T-Roll.
watch either of them. So
Okay,
why
that's
is all
you,
the
T-Roll.
pressure on
That's you.
me?
Yeah.
Yep, all
I have
on
to
you.
deal with my dog having a mental breakdown. I have to look at all four of these movies that look terrible. All right. Gosh. Beanie, what do you think? Got any thoughts?
Smells like trash.
You might be able to hear her sniffs. Man, they both look so. I feel offended watching both of these trailers. Honestly, Artemis Fowl probably needs to move on. I mean, at least with Chaos Walking, there's like actors in it that I appreciate, and like they might have a couple moments that maybe they're taking themselves too seriously, but at least I can appreciate it. Maybe this Artemis Fowl movie looks like it's gonna frustrate me.
I mean, yeah. Trust me, I'm there with you.
So I hate to say it. I was secretly hoping like a movie like The Bubble or something would have made it on all the way to the end. Instead, it's this crap. Artemis
Yeah.
Fowl moves on to the championship matchup.
Oof.
Yep.
Oh. I guess I have a vision in my head now, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
Don't get excited. All right, the other semifinal, Money Plane. Edge, he keeps coming back, man.
Yep.
Edge versus Marmaduke. Edge versus
Pete
Pete Davidson.
Yeah. Marmaduke.
I would
you're
actually
right.
love to see the Edge just like go ham on Pete Davidson in the ring. Like that would be a hilarious match. Just
Yeah.
like, sometime in like, Royal Rumble or something, I don't know. Just have him just beat him up.
Can you take her, Justin?
Oh yeah, sure, man.
I gotta like freaking do this crap on my computer. What is wrong with you, Beanie?
Dude, she is thick, man.
She has got a problem tonight, man. She's actually really frustrating me. Maybe she can sense that we're frustrated talking about bad
Yeah.
movies. Anyways,
There's usually so much joy
what is
in
wrong
your
with
podcast.
you? I've tried everything. I gave her treats. I gave her a bone. Oh, she does not like being rolled up like that. Just give me a couple more minutes. Amano, say something. Talk. We're all out.
So if we're talking about Money Plane or Marmaduke, I would so much rather watch like the action romp that is most likely going to be Money Plane.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna see some people get beat up. There might be some kind of dumb jokes that are played around. Once again, Marmaduke just looks like
Utter garbage.
Yeah, just complete and utter garbage. Like they they completely did not care about the animation. Completely offensive to the eye. You know, there's nothing really all that redeeming. It seems. I mean, Marmaduke is just a character to me. I don't have any, love of the character of Marmaduke in general. And I think it's just in a line of not so great dog movies.
Oh yeah, it's true. Dog movies is probably the
Yeah,
worst.
a good theme
Yeah.
for right now with
Yeah.
Beanie losing her mind.
Man, maybe she's losing her mind because she's like, don't watch that movie.
Don't watch
Yeah,
Marmaduke.
don't
Don't
do
watch
it.
Marmaduke.
Don't do it.
Here's the
Things we probably
thing
should.
though. Here's the thing though. With Marmaduke's runtime, I'm leaning towards wanting to watch Marmaduke. So if that's the case, I'm probably my vote's gonna be for moving on Money Plane.
I would much rather watch Money Plane.
Okay, so this is gonna be T-Roll, the deciding factor.
You guys are gonna hate me, man. Marmaduke looks so bad.
Oh no,
It does. It looks.
dude, are we about to have
terrible.
2 kid movies in the
But
final?
doesn't Money Plane feel like a perfect first Jester movie to review?
Honestly, yeah,
It really
yeah.
does.
It does.
Like a professional
Like,
wrestler.
Yeah, it does seem like it would fit perfectly into
The theme,
the-
the theme, yeah. I'm telling, hey, that runtime, man. When do you want to watch it based on that?
Yeah, the fact that it'd be over in under an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's including the credits.
It is. Well, the animation list is gonna be this big since it's so terrible.
Yeah.
So it won't be that as long
There's
as
one dude in the back of a van.
Okay. I think I would. Oh my gosh.
runtime.
It feels weird, like, because deep down you know Marmaduke's worse. You know it.
Oh yeah,
You
deep down.
know it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
You know it.
But as far as movie we would least like to watch, I mean, if the movie's runtime is short, I'm gonna watch that movie because these are bad movies.
You know there's going to be a moment in Money Plane that you're going to truly enjoy.
Yes. And
But
there's
there's
not going to be
not
a single
a moment in Marmaduke that you're going to be like,
right.
that was worth it.
Marmaduke's moving on, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man,
Marmaduke's moving on to the final.
That's so bad.
All right, before we get to the final, the third place matchup is Money Plane versus Chaos Walking. Who's going to come in third? Edge or Tom Holland?
Who's coming in third? Like,
Yeah.
out of these 2 movies, I would rather watch Chaos Walking because of Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley. They actually have star power.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I think in this moment I'd rather watch Money Plane.
Okay.
Like, once again, I like
Okay.
I would at least like the fact that there's like stupid action involved. I just feel like Chaos Walking is one of those dramas that's trying to take itself too seriously. They're this like super supposed to be cerebral like storyline,
Yeah.
makes you think, but
I would
with
hands
that
down.
rating, it's like, ugh.
I think I would hands down rather watch Money Plane.
So Chaos Walking takes third
Chaos
place.
Walking is going to be third. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, ladies and
For our
gentlemen.
final.
It's time for the championship matchup.
Can we just watch Jiu-Jitsu?
That would be so much more fun.
Go back to jiu-jitsu.
Artemis Fowl or Marmaduke.
Ooh, that is.
You know, there was a
sounds
part of me when I
terrible.
watched that Marmaduke trailer, because it was the number, like I watched them in order, 1 through, and again, you can hit the link for the YouTube playlist. You can watch all 16 of these trailers. When I got to the second one, which was Marmaduke, I was like, I think we found our winner. Because it looked terrible. I couldn't even tell you what the premise is. I don't know anything about the story of this dog, and like apparently there's some dog show. I literally no idea. It looks offensive, like you said, Amato.
It looks legitimately just disgusting. Like, it looks so bad.
Oh man. Well, if it comes
Talk us off the ledge,
if
Justin.
if it comes down to Marmaduke and Artemis Fowl, I mean, I feel like Marmaduke's the clear winner here as far as for the
What
bracket.
needs to move on?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I think I might, and this might sound crazy. I think I might rather watch Marmaduke over Artemis Fowl. There's a part of me that just really doesn't want to watch that Artemis Fowl movie. I'm
Yeah, but
leaning that
here's the-
way. It's
but
not
here's the
official
thing.
yet.
But here's the thing. The CGI, although it looks terrible in Artemis Fowl, still looks better than what they put out.
Yeah,
in
whatever that
Marmaduke.
is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure whoever animated Marmaduke is right-handed, but broke his hand like a week into animating this movie and had to do everything left-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do not want to watch. I do not want to watch Marmaduke.
I don't want to
Yeah.
watch Marmaduke either.
I don't want to watch Marmaduke.
All right, ladies and
Well,
gentlemen.
we're watching Marmaduke.
We begrudgingly have a winner.
All right, I want to throw in a last
That's
little
terrible.
bit, just like a last little thought on all this. What movie out of all these would you most want to watch? Like, flip it on its head. For
Okay,
me,
okay.
it's Jiu-Jitsu. Like,
Yeah.
I legitimately I'm
You were
morbidly
secretly-
curious
Yeah.
about actually watching that and the slight possibility that I might enjoy it.
That's a tough one, man. I think jiu-jitsu is a good call. But I mean, you're right. Seeing a wrestler in this type of role would be pretty interesting to watch too. So Money Plane's also.
Finally free of the dog.
Yeah.
Beanie, get out of here. My dog is losing her mind.
Yeah.
I would like to see Jiu-Jitsu, I think. I actually think I kind of wanted to watch The Bubble, for real. So I
Yeah.
was secretly hoping that you guys might think it was so dumb that it would have made it and we could have watched it.
Yeah.
So I would say Jiu-Jitsu and The Bubble for sure.
Okay.
And I still want to watch Rogue because it inspired all of this.
Right.
It did.
correct. Gosh, dude. So
All
That
of this.
trailer, that first time we watched that trailer, if we could have,
I remember
was it you that brought it to
I
our
found it
attention?
and I
Yeah.
said, guys, we have to watch this trailer right now. And y'all's faces were just
like, if we could have gotten a reaction right then, it would
Yes.
have been
Yes.
phenomenal.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a way too long of a podcast for a terrible topic, but it was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you want to watch all these trailers, click the link in the description. We are gonna, for all 16 of these movies, let us know if you agree with us. And then eventually, we don't know when, but eventually we are going to do our first ever Jester review
Yep.
of Marmaduke.
Oh.
And if you guys have any other movies that feel like you feel like Jester movies would be, or Jester reviews would be worthy of, hit us up on any of our social medias, and
That's
we'll look into that.
That's right. Yeah, because, we only chose a list of movies from 2020 because that's when we started. There's a lot of other bad movies in the history of time.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, if you got a suggestion for a Jester review, let us know. Hit us up on social media, which you can follow us at Royal Geek Pod on TikTok, Instagram. Definitely follow us on Instagram. Some other places as well, I'm sure. Facebook. And then also hit the subscribe button wherever you are watching, wherever you are listening. Hit the subscribe button and, be up to date on everything that, we drop. So,
Yep.
with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, for my good friends Sandy and Shamato and Beanie, this is T-Roll saying thank you so much for listening to the Royal Geek Podcast. We will see you next time, you peasants.